Hi, how are you? And I'm Ching. We're going to talk about breath work today. And since you have learned the proper posture with the 5 checkpoint, we're sitting down to do the breath work. And so what's happening? I still have my 5 checkpoint from my feet. So you can see when I look down, I should see I'm not going to sit like this. No, I'm slouching. So I'm the first strengthening work for your torso is waking up the muscle to hold that structure, right? The exoskeleton beautifully, and your head suspend from above, so you're not heavy. Now all your weight goes to the sit bone, right on the chair. So this bench, actually not the chair, the bench is holding my body weight. Okay, so what's holding the bench and my body weight? The floor, the Mother Earth. So I'm not tired. If I'm sit here for a while, everything being cold up, you get really lousy energy. Just put it that way. Okay. So we're gonna talk about breathing. Breathing are the most important vital, right? And for us, if you no oxygen, I mean, it's really bad because we will not say, I'm going to hold my breath until you say yes and no. That's kid stuff, right? Because we all know without oxygen, 10 minutes, we don't have life. So why is oxygen so important? Because every single cell needs cell food, right? You got, according to Dr. Bruce Leptin, he says we have 50 trillion cells, right? Then there's another thing is talk about your brain cell takes 20% of the blood and oxygen to stay awake and clear. We would like that very much. So we want to feed every single cell in our body with a beautiful oxygen. So how does the oxygen goes in your body? Is through your nose, okay? So your nose is designed, there's a lot of, hair and mechanism to, right, defend and stop the antigen that, or virus, right, this time, and comes entering will stop. And so the air goes into your lungs, right? And then if you don't have a good posture, remember we say that thoracic spine awareness, which is the third checkpoint, you're gonna engage your external obliques, find your thoracic spine nice and neutral, right? So see how you apply everything now. So it's so important to know the 5 checkpoint. If you don't know, go back to the first the focus one, okay? But listen to this first and then go back and then put it all together. We're learning, okay? You're learning how. So we talk about the long form of a conversation, not a short form. And the body is in one complete union. So I'm not going to tell you to fix forehead, just think about your head. What about the rest, right? And their structure goes all together, okay? Rooting first. So now the oxygen going to your lung, where's the second organ goes into? Some organ had to carry it. So yes, it goes to your heart. The heart, red blood cell has a hemoglobin that carry the oxygen, deliver to every single cell in your body. So from the first focus, we talk about the rib cage has special two vital internal organ, your lung and your heart. For the Chinese internal medicine, TCM, we always say use the lung to subdue the heart fire, right? Our heart gets hurt and our heart gets excited. Our heart does a lot of things, falling in love, all this stuff. How do you calm yourself down? Or, right, hypertension, my heart pericardium is the sac of the heart. So that's the blood pressure. So if you rush to go to the doctor to check, they do your pressure gonna be going up. You should be going to hospital to your doctor appointment, 5-10 minutes ahead, sit down, do some breathing. Your blood pressure is gonna be so good because you can control it. And don't think you can't. This is your body. You're just gonna get to know it. I'm saying over and over, get to know it. You have the best gadget here. And it's free already, okay? So we're gonna talk about, there's 3 types of breathing throughout the day you use all the time. There's a normal abdominal breathing, reverse abdominal breathing, and the relaxation breath, okay? So Before we start, remember I would say structure is really important. There are two important structures in the rib cage you don't see assisting the breathing. We just talk about inhale right now. So when you inhale, right, you all heard about diaphragmatic breathing, right? So diaphragm breathing, why? Because the diaphragm is really assist the lung to breathe. So diaphragm is like this, like a parachute, like a dome, okay, in the rest. They don't rest. They will keep moving. You don't want your heart to go rest. You don't want your any internal organ go rest. They're always moving. There's a paracelsus. They're automatic doing it. So isn't that great? You have a gadget automatic doing something, right? And you just have to, you need to get to know so you can help a little bit. So when you inhale, the diaphragm is actually going down. It draws all this beautiful oxygen. Hopefully you have nice oxygen and go into the deep side of the lung. Okay, doctor, listen to your lung from the back, right? So that you can feel that rib cage goes much deeper in the back. The front is a little shallower. You don't want to do shallow breathing. You will be learning how to do deep breathing. And you practice the deep breathing when you're not doing anything. When you have a good posture, first of all, you have to have it, otherwise, right, everything compressed. So guess what? You think the air goes to your tummy. It doesn't go there. Okay? The blood brings the oxygen to every single cell. So diaphragm goes down. If your structure is bad, your diaphragm is pushing the abdominal, the internal organ content. So you feel like your tummy is going out. Yes, but it doesn't go there. Food does, okay? And it does, it's other job to do. We talk about later on. So right now, I always draft away. We're going to start focus the breathing first. So inhale, diaphragm is going down so you can feel the lung side and the back expand. And comes up. And exhale, diaphragm is going up. We're just talking about inhale right now. And the air through your nose right now, okay? So that's what diaphragm do. Inhales down, exhales up. Inhales down, exhale up. Diaphragm is only a skeletal muscle in the internal organ, okay? It works really well. You don't want to feel them. The only time you feel the diaphragm is when you have what? Hiccup, right? Or you cry too much, or you laugh too hard. Very extreme, right? So same thing, we don't want to feel in your intestine, right? Once you do what, food poison or whatever, you don't feel so good, something didn't go well, your body knows how to expel, right? So same thing, you don't want to feel your diaphragm, and you want to give space so it can do its job beautifully. And the lungs too, right? Feel that all the alveoli, which is the air sac in the lung, so they will fill. You're going to feel all those alveoli. Okay, another structure you don't see, but I know we like it because today is actually Memorial Day. I'm shooting this for you. We all know barbecue, right? Ribs. The ribs, the muscle between the ribs is the one we call it like accordion, okay? We have that. It is such a beautiful, beautiful lean muscles. You got two of them. You have external intercostal muscle, intercostal in between the ribs, and you have internal intercostal. I'm using my hands to show you the fiber, how it goes. External, just like the external obliques. It goes like a hand pocket. So but when you do breathing, you can think of it as like a flower. It's like a flower. Opens up. So the air goes down and continue filling up. So the flower can open, just like the lungs open. Oxygen goes to your heart carried to feed every single cell. So that's your external oblique on the inhale, okay? Internal obliques work with the pelvic floor. We're going to talk about on the exhale. That goes this way, like a chimney, right? To shrink your rib cage and push the carbon dioxide out, the CO2 out of you. So your body is so amazing, well designed, right? So now, we're going to practice the abdominal breathing, the normal abdominal breathing. And the reason is you want to practice, we'll call it deep breathing. You do this 4 or 5 times. You're going to build the capacity of the lung first. So 2 months from now, or even 2 weeks from now, your inhale is much deeper. Then your cell is really happy, right? Because you have, your cell dies every day. So you have about 70, 18 billion cells die every day, and your body keep rebuilding them, right? We call this cell regeneration. It keep going. Skin cells 28 days, and the organ cell, every cell has its own life. So breath is so important. Give the oxygen, so what? It's the fuel. So your body can what? Rebuild. Okay, so also deep breathing triggers what? Parasympathetic nerve. So when you do this, you can pause the video right now. You see I'm holding a scarf. Well, what's the mystery about this scarf? Okay, you can pause and go find one for yourself. Okay, but if you're woman, you're wearing the exercise bra, you're okay because there's some things here already. Can you kind of holding a little bit? So you can pause. Guys, go get a scarf for your winter scarf, and you'll be back. Okay, so now you're back. I'm gonna use this. It's very helpful too, and it's free because you already have it. So from here, I'm gonna hug I will turn around and show you too. I'm gonna hug right below at the tip of the lower scapula. I'm gonna wrap this around below my breast, okay, so here. So I'm holding palm up, I'm gonna pull a little bit. So it's a little tight, so it's almost like, it's like a diving suit, right? You zip it up, you can feel right, it's like a second skin. So it's hugging you. So now let's practice breathing to feel those external and internal intercostal muscle. You can feel that, but you can't feel the diaphragm. So here we go. Ready, nice and tall, your head suspend from above. Ready, inhale, I'm gonna hug myself a little bit. Okay, so inhale and exhale. 2 more times, inhale through the nose. Diaphragm is naturally going down, draw the air. On the exhale through the nose again, you can feel, can you feel this ribcage shrinking? That's internal intercostal muscle. Inhale again. So you can feel that external intercostal. Bring the air all the way up to the first rib, but no tension because it's inside. Exhale, right? You just pull this a little bit. You can feel that internal intercostal muscle shrinking. So you get rid of the CO2. I'm gonna turn around so you can shoulders down, right? Your head suspend from above, nice and tall. I'm gonna hug myself. Actually, I'm gonna open a little bit, shoulders down. I'm not jamming shoulder, okay? So you can see my rib cage expand. Okay, so ready? I'm inhaling. And now I'm exhaling. One last time, inhale. And exhale. So you notice my shoulder thing. So you really want to feel the air goes into your lung. That's what your lungs designed for. It's not designed drinking water. Your stomach is, okay? So you want to be appreciate what they designed for to get to know, right, their 12 system. Okay, so there's another way you can feel, okay? So you can hug toward the lower rib. I'm going to open my right arm. So you can feel this too. Can you feel those rib cage expand, your lung expand? And exhale. Of course, you go on this side. This side's a little less because the heart is there. So this side you have 3 lobes of the lungs. This only have 2. Isn't that amazing? Good to know. So your heart is over here. So it was too crowded. So they say 2 lobes is fine. And goes right to connect to your heart. So inhale and exhale. So you feel what your body is doing, right? So what's happening inside with the intercostal, external intercostal, and internal intercostal muscles. There's another trick you can do. Like you don't want to do this in the train or subway or standing in line at the grocery store. So you have another way nobody knows, okay? So we got lots of tricks here. Okay, after exhale, you're gonna hold just 3 counts. So ready? Inhale, I already know. Feel the lung expand. Exhale through the nose right now. Get rid of all the CO2. You can feel them now because we just say hi. Hold your breath. 1, hold 2, hold 3. You ready? Slowly inhale. And exhale. One more time. You're going to hold 1, hold 2, hold 3. Don't breathe. Now slowly inhale. And exhale. Relax. Don't do too many times right now, okay? So anytime you practice deep breathing, you do 4 or 5 of them because you're not moving, so you're not using it. So too much oxygen in the brain, what happened? You hyperventilate. Okay, so that's why people also breathing the paper bag, right? If you cry a lot, it happened to me a lot. That's why I know. When you cry, it's a lot of inhale. You go, right? Very pity. Right, so now there's so much oxygen going, so you start feeling like seeing star and fainting a little bit. So people will give you a bag. You go, breathing there, right? So see how amazing emotion triggers the breathing. Okay, so that's why basic there are 3. We can expand more, but no, just take 3 first. Okay, so that's the inhale. What is your lung and diaphragm and the internal, external, intercostal muscle is doing? Okay, great. Now we're going to talk about exhale. The exhale is when, for the normal abdominal breathing, so with the abdominal breathing, we're using the tummy on the exhale. So you already know the first responder, which is called the transverse abdominal, it goes inward, right? So we're going to meet the first responder, okay, transverse abdominal right now. So your thumb right here. So all your abdominal muscle, the action, when it contract, it goes inward, okay? That's how you do sit-ups too. So gradually you're going to learn all that. So now on my thumb and my navel, my finger to my pubic bone, I'm going to feel the lower transverse. The lower transverse goes all the way around up to my lower rib, yours too, and wrap all the way around to the back. So that's the girdle. Okay, so ready? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you quickly, then you try. Okay, so just watch me once. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to feel the lungs, right? Not the tummy. Tummy is not for air. Blood carries it, right? So now exhale, I'm going to go 4 times. Go. That's the bellow at the fireplace, your transverse abdominal. What does it do? It helps the diaphragm push the what? CO2 out. So you clean, right? You don't want the carbon dioxide, make you really tired. It's poison too. So now, you clean all that out, right? So now you have what? It's like you clean out the closet, you can feel more stuff. So your Chinese, we say, I'm saying Chinese for you, 呼吸, it's mean breathing. 呼吸, hu, can you go? Hu is exhale. Xi, can you see? Xi is inhale. Why we say exhale first before we say inhale? Yeah, I just said it. Get rid of stuff first. You get rid of all, right? So, right, you don't like constipation too. I'm sorry to say that, but it's like, oh my God, I'm alone. It's not good. So you exhale first, right? Then you can inhale. You want to relax, you exhale. Then you inhale. We're going to talk about that relaxation breathing. So now, you ready? We're going to do this just 4 breaths first. Exhale, okay? Through the mouth. And transverse, so you inner thigh, pelvic floor. Remember the 3 muscles here? I'm sorry, allergy a little bit. And gonna, every time you do push in, diaphragm goes up. You don't have to feel diaphragm. Just feel this because that's your skeletal muscle you can control with your mind. So ready? Inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale, go. And relax. Inhale again, feel the lungs. Exhale, pelvic floor. My hands, okay? So you can do that up to 8 times once you understand. You see people do this a lot, but do you know what's for now? That's the sit-ups, right? Your core exercise. But don't push out. Okay, so when I'm sitting here, my stomach, all my core muscle, remember with 5 checkpoints you already learned? So all your core muscle is engaged. It's not, right? So I'm engaged, I'm medium. Now when I go, I go back to the engage. Contract, engage, contract, engage. Don't push it out, okay? So you don't want to push out because that hurts the lower back. And you don't want to have a big tummy walking around too. That hurts your lower back. Okay, so we talked all about that earlier already from the focus one. You're going to hear more and more how to use it. So already, here we go. We're going to do 4 times slow breathing, deep, normal abdominal breathing, deep breathing. So inhale, you feel the lung diaphragm is going down. Feel the external intercostal muscle. Exhale, pelvic floor, hollow your tummy, belly fireplace, right? Internal intercostal muscle. Multitask. It's amazing. So inhale again. Relax the pelvic floor. Nothing happens to engage. Exhale, 3 musketeer. Hollow your tummy. Pursely blow it out. 2 more. Inhale slowly. So hold your tummy, right? It's going in the lungs, so it doesn't go in the tummy. Exhale. Now you use the abdominal. Use the abdominal on the exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, right? Belly at the fireplace. Hollow your tummy. And blow it out. So that's called a normal abdominal breathing. Keep practicing. It's actually the natural breathing what we have if you have a good posture. If you sit on the couch, right, after Thanksgiving dinner, you are breathing into stomach. You're not really breathing to stomach because you can't. Those are for food and digestive system. So you feel like it because it's so full. You know, your whole stomach is so full. It's like a whole liter of stomach. Sometimes you stretch even more than a liter, right? So now diaphragm pushing down, so it has to go somewhere. It's pushing on your tummy. So that's a hallucination, okay? It's not true, but you really want to use your abdominal muscle, compress inward, okay? So same idea. Now we're going to go into the reverse abdominal breathing. What the heck is reverse abdominal breathing? Reverse abdominal breathing, remember I said all these 3 breathing happen throughout the day, right? Like the other day, I went upstairs, but I was making hard-boiled egg. I totally forgot because I got a very important email. And then I hear, boom, right? You know, I ran downstairs. That's reverse abdominal breathing. I go, right? So I'm lifting my pelvic floor tummy in. It's when the oh my God situation, right? Or the little kids playing, right? They go, right? Everything comes out. So when the surprise, either good or bad, right? Birthday party, you didn't know your husband gave you a birthday party, you were really pissed, like nothing happened. He didn't say anything, he didn't even ask me, right? Then all of a sudden you come home, you turn the lights on, everybody jump up, surprise! You go, oh my God, you're all here, right? Those are good surprise because you have to react, either be thankful or thinking how to solving the problem, right? So reverse abdominal breathing is charge your mind, is make your mind to involve to do something, right? In the accident, you know, doctor, pilot, anything goes wrong, gotta think right away. So they might hold the tummy in, but your diaphragm still, your lungs still breathing. It's not holding your breath. You hold your tummy in, but your body is still breathing. Okay, here we go. We go, your head nice and tall. So I'm sitting here for a long time. Ready? Inhale, pelvic floor, tummy in. Diaphragm is going down. Your pelvis floor come up. And your tummy is going in. So wrap around, squeeze. On the exhale, gently let go the pelvic floor, diaphragm is going up. You're going to feel your spine is so light. So I'm going to use my right hand, resembling all the diaphragm. My left hand is the pelvic floor, and I turn a little bit so you can see. Okay, here we go. Let's practice together. Good posture first. Okay, so inhale, diaphragm goes. Now use your mind to lift the pelvic floor, pull your tummy in. You're massaging the internal organ, right below the diaphragm. On the exhale, you gently let go the pelvic floor. The tummy go back to engage, not push out. Don't push out. Diaphragm naturally goes up. You cannot control diaphragm, remember? It's just work by itself, but you can control the other skeletal muscles. So again, inhale, Three Musketeer comes in, so it's like a corset. So you have 4 direction squeeze. I say squeeze into that center elixir field, or I call it like an atom. Like it's so compressed, it's so powerful. On the exhale, you feel that atom just emit energy, but don't push out. Last 2, inhale, diaphragm go down, pelvic floor up. Massage your internal organ. And exhale, you feel the energy expand all directions, special up and down. Last one, inhale, bring to the center. In the Qigong Tai Chi traditional Chinese medicine, we call it elixir field, and return. The Chinese name is Dantian. So that's the reverse abdominal breathing. It is so powerful. And so practice what you just learned, okay? Only 4 or 5 times. And there's trick comes in to really make it even more. Okay, and oh my God, there's even more. Okay, so last one is called a relaxation breath, okay? Relaxation breath with love, right? It's when you hug your daughter or your kids or your husband, your loved one, or your little kitty, right? You go, ah, so good. So let's do this, okay? You're gonna put your hand on your breastbone. Inside is your heart and thalamus gland. Thalamus gland need to be stimulated. So sometimes I'll do the tapping. Not today, okay? So thalamus gland secrete the T cells. This is a huge immune system. You probably hear that a lot back in the 80s and early 90s, right? AIDS. So the T cell, the body immune system being attacked. So you need to really build. So right here, I'm put my hands with the breathing first, right? So I put my hands on my breastbone. You have it too, just tap a little bit. Okay. So when you sigh, we're gonna make a sound. You go, ah. Inhale again. You know how to inhale now. Exhale again. You go, ah, sigh. Can you feel that breastbone softly? Can you feel everything softening? Can you feel all your vertebrae softening? So beautiful. That's the cheapest therapy. Okay, I'm sorry. You need to find a really good therapist, right? But when you 12 o'clock, don't stay that late. So I say 9 o'clock at night. You say, I can't sleep because all these things bothers me. You do the relaxation breath. You're letting go, okay? I will figure out tomorrow morning when my mind is much clearer. Right now, my mind needs a break, right? Or your body, that's why we sleep. Why we sleep? To recover. If you don't sleep well, you can't recover. Tomorrow is a lousy day. So you need to prepare yourself to have a really good night, right? Deep, deep sleep. So your body knows how to recover. It's just so beautiful. It's automatic, right? And we fight against, we give junk food, we don't breathe right, we smoke, we do drugs. Okay, not go there, right? So now you guys are really good. So here we go. We're gonna do 3 relaxation breaths. So inhale, you know what to do now. Intercostal muscle. Exhale, you go, oh my goodness, it feels so good. It is under the skin, so called superficial fascia. They all release. Inhale. Exhale. I love the relaxation breath. You can use it anytime throughout the day. Inhale. Last one, exhale. So fascia, okay? Right under this skin, you have a superficial fascia. Fascia is wrapping every single individual muscles. And you have the superficial one, I call it emotional bondage. So anytime you go, right, you feel your body tighten up, that's your fascia. It's all emotional. So emotion control our life, right? Don't let it, because you will feel them. There's 7 different emotions, right? Jealousy, love, hate, angry, impatient, all this stuff, right? So those you'll feel. It's the opposite you need to work on, right? If I'm angry, I need to work on patience. If I worry too much, I need to learn letting go, trust myself. I can handle it, right? We will talk about all that, and they all belong to individual different organs. Isn't that amazing? That's from the TCM. So today we learn the breathing from sitting. You can do it standing too. Sitting is a little easier because you can feel the pelvic floor. Okay, so learning the deep breathing doesn't matter, normal, reverse, or relaxation, they will trigger the parasympathetic nerve. So your body will secrete a serotonin, which is calming hormone, right? So help yourself stay calm, and the mind will be clear because you know how to breathe. Oxygen, oxygen, you got two arteries, bring the oxygen, the blood, and bring the oxygen to it. So it makes a nice delivery system. That's why you need to sit up tall. Posture, always first. Okay? So thank you for your attention, and I will see you in the next, the third focus, and hope you follow through and create your life. It's never too late. There's always a beginning. It's not an end. There's always a beginning. It's not an end. Okay? Just keep repeating that. Thank you so much, and I see you another day. Take care.